Hello everybody, welcome back once again to the Final Fantasy VII walkthrough. We are picking it back up at the Shinra HQ. So the last video I ran all the way up the stairs and then all the way back down. And again, if you have or haven't watched the other video, the reason for that is it is one of the ways to get an item later on in the game. I believe it's a weapon. I don't remember which character it's for, but it is the only way to get it. So again, if you're looking for like a, like 100% item completion game or something like that, that's how to do it. And you will be required to run all the way up the stairs and all the way back down. But anyways, all right. So once we go in through the front door here, I believe on this bulletin board is the second Turtles Paradise newsletter. Yes, the tall, cool one. That sounds lovely. I think Turtles Paradise sounds like a place that I would like to go, I'll be honest. So yeah, anyways, so that's the second newsletter. Now that will actually, or this isn't the only time you'll be able to get that. So if you've gone past this point and like can't get back for whatever reason, I guess keep in mind you will be able to come back here much later on in the game. So it isn't, a one-time only deal, but I would just suggest, making sure you take care of that right now, because trying to remember to find that billboard later on in the game might be a bit difficult, unless you're specifically after that. But anyways, all right, so I'm going to check out this I don't know, this little presentation here, I guess, or I don't know if this is technically a commercial, but so anyways, so this is Shinra apparently makes motor vehicles, so they've kind of got their hands in almost everything, which obviously a really successful business. They've diversified, and whether or not their car or automobile division is successful or not is anyone's guess, but they seem to be doing okay. But yeah, so anyways, Shinra HQ, I would say this area is actually my favorite in Midgar. And why is that? Well, there's all kinds of cool stuff. There's a bunch of different puzzles that are actually really cool. And not to mention some enemies that you're able to steal from and get some really powerful items. Now, that being said, I missed one of them. I cannot believe I did this either. I think this is the first time, ironically, and it's the time that I went to and did the walkthrough, and then I went and missed one of the items. So I kind of felt felt kind of bad about that, but. Anyways, what it is there's an enemy up on the, I think it's like the 67th or 68th floor. I think actually it might be, you might be able to locate it on either of the two floors. But anyways, it's called the Soldier Third, or Soldier Third class. I forget which one it actually is, but anyways, the important thing is they look like your humanoid type soldier. And they've got a steel called the Hard Edge, and that is a really good weapon for Cloud. It is a significant boost over the Buster Sword, and we actually won't be able to obtain it for quite some time. And like I said, it's really good to get it now. Unfortunately, though, I didn't come across one of the Soldier Thirds. And after a certain point, and I'll point that out, actually it'll probably be the next video. But after a certain point, if you progress too far, they disappear, and you won't be able to fight them anymore. So unfortunately, by the time I had realized what I had done, I had already progressed too far, and thus now I'm not able to get that. So unfortunately, like I said, that's it's crummy, but I guess that's just the way it is. And again, the good thing is though that specific weapon, this isn't the only time in the game to get it though. So if that was the case, I very well most likely would have just redone my playthrough. But keep in mind that that item or that weapon will be obtainable a bit later on. So Don't stress it too much if you missed out on it like I did. You know, unfortunately though, it is a significant upgrade for Cloud for this point in the game. But, you know, again, not the end of the world. We'll be able to, we'll make do. We'll make do without it. But anyways, alright, so let's head into the elevator here. I think this takes you up to the, it's like the 59th floor. And then, so at a certain point, and it's not really important because, you know, again, this elevator takes you right there, but I believe at this point, from here on up, most of the floors take key cards. And to get the first one, I believe we have to fight these troops here, and then I think they just leave it on the ground after we beat them. So Mighty Grunt. Okay, interesting name for an enemy, but and that totally doesn't look like what they. These things look like robots, and the enemies, they looked like they were just regular humans. Whatever. These look like they're some sort of weird robo suit. Oh, there we go. Maybe that's it. Maybe they're just armored, and then you break their armor, and then they're. Yeah, I don't know. That's my theory. Still seems weird, but whatever. All right, yeah. So, in addition to the soldier thirds and the hard edge, there actually is one more enemy, and I believe it's called the Moth Slasher. And I believe they're located actually in the same area. I would say like the 66th, 67th floor, something like that. And they have a steel as well called the Carbon Bangle, I believe it is. And that's a really good armor, you know, armor slot item for your characters. So I think it's a 4 slot. 2 of them, I believe, 2 of them are connected, and then you know the other 2 are unconnected. But very, very useful armor. Very high defense for this point in the game as well. So that is another item, and I actually stole a bunch of those. So I've definitely got footage of, you know, obtaining a few of those. But here we are. Here's the key card. Yeah, so here's key card 60, and we need that in order to get to the next floor. So we'll step into the elevator here and select the 60th floor. And this elevator actually can take you all the way back down to the bottom if you really want. Here, I didn't realize it at first, but you actually need to speak to Tifa and Barrett here. So at some point here, I'll turn around and actually talk to them. There we go. Hope this is all right, and this is the real thing. Don't let your guard down. Okay, buddy. Sounds like a plan. Here's the guard apparently snoozing on the job. I assume security is a pretty boring job, but you know, so I kind of feel for the guy. This floor. Okay, so we need to. There's if you notice up here in the corner, top right corner, you've got some guards pacing back and forth, and what I don't know, it looks like some statue or like some busts. And the goal here is just to get by without these guys seeing you, and it looks like they actually give you quite a bit of room. And then here you need to signal your other characters across. So basically, if you notice, I set it all up, or all of them up the same way. So basically, I let the soldiers move away so that there's a gap. So like right there, it would have been completely safe. And then as the soldiers start moving, then I signal my character across. And this is really easy, to be honest. Especially that first set of soldiers. If you notice, they move much slower than the other two. But even that said, once you get the timing down, it's really easy. And so here I'll wait until these soldiers move over. There we go. And now that's completely safe. There we go. And one last time. Same deal. We'll wait for the empty slot. Have Tifa run across. And that looked like that was super slow. I'm surprised I didn't get caught right there. I signaled her pretty slowly, but if I remember correctly, nothing really happens there. You may have to fight enemies. I'm not sure if you don't do the signals right, or they just make you start over. I don't remember. And then here on this floor, someone's got a. Actually, it might be. Nope, it's not him. One of these characters has, or one of these NPCs have a key card. Actually, I think it's this guy. And you have to actually answer with the dots, so the second dialogue option there. Hey, you're cute. Let me teach you some things. Okay. Apparently that's not what she meant. Alright, so yeah, here she's just talking about the key card. Or key cards, I should say. Gotta get back to work. Well, don't just stand there then, you liar. She tells me she's got to get back to work, and then she just stands there. Everything above the 60th floor is safe. Okay. I guess it's a interesting theory. We'll have to put that to the test. Here I picked the wrong option again. Another rival on the scene. So obviously this guy is actually talking about someone else, like a receptionist or something like that. I like that though. He's like, so there's another rival for her affections. But all right. Anyways, let's continue on here. I think we can move up to the next floor, and there's nothing else on this floor. Just for an FYI. There's a couple of these floors that have some interesting items. I'll obviously be exploring to the fullest. This floor is one of them. Okay, so there's basically 4 different libraries here, and there's a clue for each of them. So let's start. Mayor Donovan. Okay, this is the mayor and his assistant. Apparently, his assistant's name is Hart. All right, so Urban Development Research Library. Okay, so all of the library or all of the books in this area should have something to do with urban construction. It's usually pretty easy to tell which this one is not the right book. But all right, so Midgar City map. Let's regards city planning. Okay, so. Again, most of these items in here, 5 out of these 6 books, deal with urban planning, which is pretty obvious. But the one book said something about biological research of ancients. And if you notice here, there's a number as well. So that says 6 there, and then data on experimental animals living near Midgar. So what that means is, if it's the wrong book, you want to count however many letters over, and you'll be able to, I think this is the wrong one. Yeah, so this is about science, and then this has reactor stuff. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the 6th letter is O. So the first one was B, and the next one is, or this one is O. And so that's our 2 clues so far. Which, if I remember correctly, it ends up being bomb. Peace. Preservation and weapon development. Okay. So, land weapons, material productions and its military uses. Okay. Thanks in the city use and wait, peacekeeping law. Okay. These all check out so far. Honor history, Midgar space program. So this is the wrong one. Economic report anti-Shinra. Okay, yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, M. So 16 is M. So BOM so far. And let's see what this last library is. Space Development Research. So this one should all be about space. Mako energy and planet movements. Okay, that sounds space related. Midgar space program. That's a no-brainer. Failed space mission. Okay. Breakdown of soldier members by class. That one is not. That doesn't have anything to do with space. So that was a 1 and that was a B. So that's the last clue here. Breakdown. Yeah. So BOMB. So that's the 4 clues. And then so what's that going to be used for? Obviously, we're going to talk to the mayor here, and he essentially has a puzzle, and that's. Basically the result of or BOMB is the result of the puzzle. So a librarian. Tell you what, if you can guess the password, I'll give you my key card. All right, and if you get it on the first try, I'll throw in a special item. So yeah, there you go. Bomb is the now I'm not sure if it's the same password every single time. Something tells me it's not, but it could be. But anyways, all right. So he gives you the elemental materia. Now, the prize that he gives you there is dependent on how many guesses it takes you to get the right password. Now, obviously, you're going to want to get it on the first try because that's the only way you're going to get that elemental materia. Now, the elemental materia is... oh, I forget the technical term of that type, but it's the gray one, and it's, you know, those ones are dependent on another materia and essentially to make them work. And so what I'm going to do is I've actually got it equipped now with the lightning magic materia, and then I've got that equipped on Cloud's weapon. Now that's actually going to add the lightning elemental attribute to Cloud's weapon, which I feel is pretty useful for this point in the game. So that's how I've got it set up. Now you can equip it on, basically if you equip an element on a weapon like that with the elemental, it'll add that property to the weapon. Now you can also do the same thing but on armor instead, and it'll give you some elemental protection instead. So, you know, if you know you're going to fight, again, we'll just say for argument's sake, an enemy that uses lightning attacks, well, you can equip that on your armor with a lightning magic materia, and that will allow you to take less damage from lightning attacks. So, kind of interesting stuff. Anyways, this is kind of a bonus room. There's no enemies here, if I remember correctly. But you get to open 3 doors, and you'll want to open the doors that I've opened here if you want to get all of the different items. Now, if you notice there, I got a, what was that, a coupon A or something like that. I'm actually not going to trade the coupons in for the rewards. I just don't feel like they're, I mean, they're good. It's not that they're not good, but I wanted to keep the key items in my inventory anyway because all of the items that you get here are obtainable in other ways. So I would rather keep the key items in my inventory. Here I had an issue trying to get up to this this other vent. So the thing is though with this, if you don't take the vent and you don't open up the correct doors, you will not be able to get all of the coupons here. So the rewards, I believe, is a star pendant, another all materia, and then I believe it's called a four slot. I think that's the name, and that's an armor type item. Let me verify that. I'm on the wrong page. Okay. Star pendant, 4 slot, and enemy all. Yes. Okay. Okay. So that's that. Now again, all of those items are obtainable in other ways. So I'm not even. If you notice there, I didn't even turn them in. You can turn them in though on that same floor from the machine, but I didn't. Just didn't bother. This here is some sort of drink machine that's apparently broken, and I don't know. I'm gonna bang on it here, but this doesn't do anything. You can't get your item yet. I believe when you come back here later on in the game, you'll be able to get your item, but for the time being, it just eats your money. So I guess you can look at it as an investment for later. But all right, that's about it. I'm going to make my way to the next room and actually just rest and save, which obviously is a really great point to do that, especially if you've fought a bunch of battles or something. It's a good way to get recharged. But anyways, as always, I hope this guide was helpful and hope you join me for more videos. Thanks for watching.